Hello, today we're gonna take a quick look into a Golang malwares. I obtained this website or detect this malware dropper website yesterday, and from what it seems is targeted Ukrainians. So let's do a quick Google Translate here, and as using Unified Web Portal for Executive Ukraine coat of arms, and they requesting to downloading a packet, which is all the packet meditate full. So when we review the source code of the website, the payload is hosted on GitHub, and this is the user that hosting it, I believe. Yeah, they was creating the account 3 days ago. So no other activities, just upload a sample from here. So here's payload for it. When the payload is encrypted with a password, and I believe the password is in here somewhere. Track them down. Dasu 2026. So that's the password you would need to decrypt it. So I have download the packet and had unzip it. So just console DASU 2026. Yeah. And this is the file. The translation to this is request for explanation PDF. So I opened this in GitHub, Ghidra already for it. But just for a quick showcase request, we can do quick strings and reviewing this. So the payload import kernel, there are two with variety different API in here, but nothing stand out. When we look at the top level, that we identify this as a Golang. So Golang library can be Ghidra have a good Golang analyzer. So I have a plugin. This plugin right here is fairly good to use to analyze in Golang payload. So let's take a look. So Golang usually start with the main, and so as you've seen, when using without the Golang analyzer, you wouldn't be able to get all this metadata of that being parsed out, right? So providing this is very helpful when we reverse engineer Golang payload. So from here seem pretty interesting. From the main, they got the screen capture, so there's some type of screen capture from here. Add spring. Simply using PowerShell to capture the screen, which is very interesting. Right, so here's a command for it. So PowerShell command, and this is parameter to take. Okay, they also have a decrypt and encrypt function. Let's go with the. Let's see what it does. Decode, so it's base 64. decrypt. So Golang new cipher. What type of cipher this is? Oh, AES. So they're using AES to encrypt and decrypt the data. Then they would encode it in basic-zip4 as is seen here. So where's my console? So install persistence. We should usually start from the main would be good, but I just grab going from wherever just to get the information of what this does. So Golang import shell is admin is user admin, right? So checking to see if the user is admin or not. What is the library for function reference? Function. So let's go with the main. Persistence. Get executable. Then they get environment of the server of the app data and probably move it from copy it from there. The user in here, the data, the app seem to be just a test with the root developing on desktop. So nothing interesting. Okay, let's see what the main. We should start with this initially. So current get host name. So finding the location of where it's located, crypto hash. Solve for MP3. Okay. So window, get environment, get user domain. So they basically seem like info stealer, gathering information from the device, infected device. Okay, so you're performing a HTTP request, so creating the object. So from this checking in, so it's doing performing a ping or registering themselves to the C2. So let's see if we can get any information from here. Suspicious 20 days ago. Okay, let's encrypt. Okay, so nothing stand out. Okay, so this sample being detected as malicious. Which one is this guy? I'm not sure if this is the same 1 day ago. Okay. So we seen that they performing the screen capture right here from based on the runtime on VirtualTotal. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to this. So they performing a check-in, performing a post to this domain, right? And set the user agents from here. This the user agent, okay, very standard. Set the XID as well. This might be a control to filter out like spam detection and stuff like that. System init PNG. So this is the file name that they're gonna drop, right, for the screen capture. So we saw this earlier, where they put running this command right here to capture the screen. Then they performing a post to screen to the C2. Then performing a task, right? Retrieving a task to get from there. So they performing a get request for here. So set the user agent. XID, go key. Okay, and that's it. So the malware is very basic. They do the they initialize the payload, right? So once you execute it, they would request for take a screenshot, register itself, and take a screenshot of it. So let's do a quick draw. So when the malware initialize, right, run request.exe, it would performing a post C2 with the slash what is it? Check in, okay. So check in, then it would performing a screen capture, and this would be going to the PowerShell, right? Then they would do a post I think it's a screenshot. Then they would do a get task, and that's all it does. Very basic. Doesn't trigger a lot of activities. The key to this is the XID and the user agent. So let's do a quick see if there's any app being ran on here already. Oops. See if okay. content. Maybe just filter and domain in here. Okay, there's nothing in here. So we should make a post, upload. Instead of running a sandbox to get the information, what I'm looking for is to see if there's a way to get the test ID from here. And to see the behavior of it, what does. So here's the PowerShell to take a screenshot, as you see in here. So it's gonna be sys init, and this is the file. So let's add some more time to this. Let's detect this as Dr. Watson. Okay. Just search for space. Nothing. Content. Okay. So the data, the HTTP traffic is encrypted, so we wouldn't be able to do this, get this. So I'm waiting to when it complete, and they would be able to do get the data from there. But yeah, as we've seen from the analysis, right? The service host running PowerShell, then nothing, right? So from when you running the malware in the sandbox, you only get a partial picture of what it does, and sometimes you don't get the clear picture at all. So it's good to reverse engineer the malware and see the true intention or complete picture of what it does, right? In here is it doesn't performing a lot, very basic screen capture, and the core of this malware is to retrieve the payload of the task. And I would assume that the task would be additional like PowerShell command to run, right? So we seen. So they also doing the sleep for pretty long time as well. So how many milliseconds is this? Yes, so fairly long for this. So, and once they read it, they decrypt the payload, and they would running it. So in here, seem the payload is the cell code, right? That in the running it directly. Look at this function called indirect right here. Handle task. Let's take a look what it does. So they got parameter. So if the parameter is 6, and they check in if it executable screenshot, so they're able to take continuously taking screenshot. Get execute command in here. So able to execute command, taking screenshot, and so let's see if this is done. Do we have anything from here? So in here, space, there should be about 3 requests performing, right? One is the init, right, request, followed by a screenshot, followed by the task. But we've seen only one here. This is likely the case of the malwares or the C2 detect the IP as a app any, so they wouldn't be able to check in. Let's see if there's anything in here. Okay, so app any didn't really capture the information, so okay. Yeah, but so they have app registration, uninstall persistent, schedule tasks right here. Okay, so everything is heavily using PowerShell to do the command of the C2 from there. Examine grab mutex. I don't know why they grab the mutex for. See what this is. Create mutex. Okay. Get dynamic targets. Interesting. What does this mean? Okay, so they do a task list, export it into the CSV. So split, trim. So this is very basic APT-ish backdoor that allow the bot controller to monitor the device, right? So they trigger the intention based on a specific type of like infected machine. This is a good way for them to hide themselves, before they exposing their true intention. Let me see if we space. So then the IO. So we just do a quick lookup on the IP, see if there's any information about it. Should click. So Cloudflare. Okay, so they sit behind Cloudflare, maybe doing a very targeted type of attacks here. So potentially they able to, because this is a Ukraine targeted, might have to get the IP address have to be from Ukraine for the task to be returned. So yeah, okay. But yeah, it's interesting little malwares. So yeah, there's a interesting. Might have to take a look a little bit more into if we're able to retrieve the task. Then that will be really interesting write-up. So yeah, hope this just so quick analysis on this Golang. So thank you.